The whole point of having a website is to get more of the big three things. And I like to call them the 3 big C's of having a website. But the problem is we're all too busy to pull it off effectively. Those 3 big C's of having a website are 1, building credibility, 2, building a better connection with the people that visit your website, and 3, having the website content be current. It takes a lot of consistent effort to be able to pull this off. I mean, what's the point of even having a website if you're not pulling off and accomplishing these 3 C's? Outside of these 3 C's, your website is just a big place to display your phone number or a contact form. Now, the good news is I found a tool that can help every busy entrepreneur accomplish these 3 big C's, introducing Spotlight Instagram Feed, which will enable you to display your Instagram feed on your website, but it does much more than that because it can also display any hashtag feed, and I'm going to show you what that is in this video, on your website. Now, there might be other tools that just already can show your personal Instagram feed. There's nothing really special about that per se, but Spotlight Instagram Feed also allows you to display any hashtag feed on your website, but it does much more than that through its promotion and moderation features that I'm going to show you in this video. Let's quickly take a look at the normal pricing for Spotlight Instagram Feed. A single site license is only $49 per year, and they have some plans that have an additional sites that you can install it on. There are already several ways to get your personal Instagram feed on your website, but they're all pretty basic and don't offer anything that I'm about to show you in this video. Now let me show you how you can use Spotlight Instagram Feed on your website. Once you install Spotlight Instagram Feeds on your website, you'll have this new menu icon right here. I've already installed it and I've already added a few feeds. Connecting this to your Instagram account is very simple. You simply go to the settings panel right here and then click the option here to connect your Instagram accounts. Now, if you only want to show your personal Instagram feed, you can use any normal Instagram account. However, if you want to show hashtag feeds, and I'm going to show you what that is, you'll need to upgrade your Instagram account to a business account. I did this. There's no cost to doing it, and it takes only about a minute to do. There is full tutorial instructions on the Spotlight website inside of their documentation. So that's why for my Instagram account right here, it says business. Spotlight Instagram Feed also allows you to add more than one Instagram account to the tool. So you can have different feeds for different accounts on different parts of your website. So once you've connected all of your Instagram accounts, you'll go over to right here where it says feeds, and then you'll click on create a new feed. The first step is to choose the type of feed that you want. We have 3 options. The first one is just to show the posts from your own account. The next option is to show posts where you've been tagged. And the last option is to show a hashtag feed. So for this simple example, I'll choose the first option to just show my images. And I don't have that many here, but these are images from my own personal Instagram account. Once I've chosen that, I can then go to the next step, which is the design tab right here. And I have these 3 layout options and multiple different design options down here that I'll show you really quick. So we have the grid, we have the highlight. This is where there'll be one image in a large box, and we have the masonry layout. I'll go back here to the grid. So under feed, I can choose how many posts I want to show and the amount of columns. If I wanted to get this to be a single row grid, I can easily accomplish that right here. I can choose the order of the images, and I can also choose the type of posts, whether it's photos only or videos only. And right here, what happens when someone clicks on the image? I can have it open in the same tab in a new tab, or just have there be a pop-up box. However, when we get to the promote tab, there's something additional that we can do when someone clicks on the image. We could send them anywhere we want on the internet or on your website. Next, we have some appearance options here so that we can control the width of the grid, as well as set some of the padding here and choose the colors. So if you wanted this to be more associated with your brand, you can change this white background to whatever you want. For the header here, that's this area here, we can decide to turn it off if we want and just show our images like that. And we We can also customize the entire look and feel of the header. Next, we have the pop-up box right here. If you have it configured to when someone clicks on the image to have it pop up, you can control that as well. We also can control the captions, and then we have right here the likes and comments. That's when you hover over the image, the likes and the comments. We also have right here the follow button. That's right here if we want that or if we don't want that. And then the load more option at the bottom. So you can see you have full styling control over how this looks. Next, let's take a look at the filter option right here. The filter option is going to allow us to take the feed that we're setting up and either set some rules on only showing certain pieces of content that include words or phrases or certain hashtags, but you can also filter it out by hiding posts and videos based upon words and phrases. So it gives you that fine-grained control over your feed, something you're not going to get with a simple Instagram plugin. Next, let's take a look at the moderation options that we have. And this is going to allow us to only show certain posts or hide selected posts. So in this example, I might not want to show this right here. I can just select on it, and now it's going to be hidden from my feed. Next is the feature that I'm most excited about, and that is the promote feature right here. And what this enables you to do is control what happens when a website visitor clicks on one of these images. So when I click this right here, I can choose it to send them, when someone clicks on the photo, to a specific link or a piece of content on my website. So I've chosen link, and then right here it says link to. It could be a custom URL, post, page, or custom post type that you have set up on your website. This is how you would set up these promotions on a photo by photo, video by video basis. However, there's a way to globally do it based upon rules, and I'll be showing you that in a moment. Next is the last step, which is embedding this into our website. So what I need to do first is click on the save option and give it a name. Once I've given it a name, I'll click on save, and now we have the embed option right here. I can take this shortcode and embed it anywhere on our website or inside of any page builder. However, there's a different way if you're using Gutenberg or Elementor to put this in. You won't need that shortcode. Let me show you how to do that now. So I'll go to my pages. I'll choose this page right here that says kitchen. I'll click on the plus option right here, and I'll start typing in Spotlight, and it's going to pull up pretty quick right there, Spotlight Instagram feed. And when I click on it right here, I can choose a feed, and I'll choose that one that I just created, and there it is, easily added to Gutenberg. But I have great news if you're an Elementor user, because they have integrated this with Elementor. Let me show you that. Here I am on that same page, but I'm using Elementor. And when I scroll to the very bottom, there's the option here for Spotlight Instagram feed. I'll drag and drop that in. Now, right here, I can choose any of the feeds that I've already created. So for example, my personal Instagram feed, and there it is. But say I'm inside of Elementor and I want to modify the design some. It's super easy to do. I can click right here where it says edit, and it pulls up that entire interface that I just went through right here in Elementor, so I don't need to leave Elementor in order to customize this some. And that's not all. If I'm inside of Elementor and I want to create a new Instagram feed, here's the option for that as well. Create a new feed, and I can go through those steps inside of Elementor. I never need to leave it in order to create a brand new feed. Now let me show you a practical use case example of how to use this. And we're going to set up a hashtag feed, and we're going to add automated promotions to it. So what this is going to be is for a local business that remodels kitchens. So we're going to create a hashtag feed that we're going to display, and we're going to show some kitchen remodeling inspiration photos automatically from Instagram. And we're going to make it so when someone clicks on one of these images, it's going to take them over to a dedicated page about this service that the business offers, or a contact page. It's very simple to put together. Here I am on Instagram, and right where the search option is right here, I entered the hashtag and I started spelling kitchen, and I chose a hashtag that I wanted to create a feed for. So for me, it's going to be hashtag kitchen design, and I really like the images that are automatically being fed right here. I can see how adding this to my website will make the content feel current, and the images will be updated as more people on Instagram post using this hashtag. Let's take the hashtag and put it in the clipboard, and I'm going to go back into Elementor right here. So for this, I'm going to create a new feed, and I'm going to do it inside of Elementor. I'm going to try to do this fast though. There it is. I'm going to click on create a new feed, and this is going to be the show posts with these hashtags. So I'm just going to enter that one hashtag that I just saw on Instagram, and let me go ahead and click on add. And here we have some images pulling in from Instagram. I think this is pretty nice. So next I'm going to go to the design tab right here. I might not want it in a grid. I might want to actually display this side by side in one long row. So I'll leave it here as grid, and let's go ahead and start setting this up. So the number of posts I'm going to show is 9. That's fine. We'll see how it looks in the design. I might want to increase it, but for columns, I'm going to want them in multiple columns. So I want it very wide like this. 9 images side by side. That actually might be a bit much. Let's lower that down to say 7, and then we'll have to lower this down to 7, just like that. I can choose my ordering that I want and the type of post. I think it's fine the way that it is. Let's take a next look here at appearance. And for the background color, I don't want the color. I want it to be transparent. So I'm going to slide this all the way down, and now that white is completely gone. Next, I want to adjust the outside padding here to 0, and I want to have the image padding set to 0 because I want all of these images side by side just like that. Now, since I'm not wanting to promote these different posters of these images, I'm going to uncheck the show on hover options here because I don't want to show the likes and the comment icons. And there we go. It is all cleaned up. So now all I need to get rid of is this load more option right here. And here is my load more option. I'm going to uncheck that. And now I have a pretty good looking grid. Let's go ahead and click on save and embed, give it a name. There it is. And I'll click on save. And now we have it perfectly integrated into the site using Elementor. If I wanted this edge to edge, that's just more of an Elementor setting. So I would click right here into my section, and for content width, I would just choose full width, and now it goes edge to edge. And then I'm also going to want to remove this columns gap, so there's no gap, and now it's literally edge to edge. And I just created a beautiful grid of auto updating photos to make the website feel current. Now let me show you how to add a promotion. So when someone clicks on these images, any of these images, it will take them to a dedicated page on my website. So I'll go ahead and click on update for the post. And let's get out of here. Let's also just take a quick look at how nice this looks. This is a dedicated feed. It's a hashtag feed, and these aren't even my images, and it will make the website really pop. But let's configure what happens when someone clicks on one of these images. So I'm back on my Instagram feeds right here. What I want to do is click right here where it says promotions. And then I'm going to click on add a promotion, and over to the right here, there's some options. So it says here, promote a post with the following hashtag. So I already know I have that hashtag feed. So I'll go ahead and enter in that hashtag feed right there. So this automated promotion is going to apply to every post with this hashtag in it. And for here, the promotion type, the only one they currently have is link, although I know of a new one that's going to be coming out probably in the next few days or a week. Okay, so the link option, and right here we choose where we want this to go to. So I can choose a custom URL or a page or a post. What if I choose a page right here, and then let's go ahead and start finding one. I'll just use this contact page right here. That's fine. And we'll link directly to it, but we also have other options available. Alternatively, if you wanted, so when someone clicks on the link, a pop-up box appears, and then you can have some text in there as a call to action. This is also an option available to you. All right, let's go ahead and click on save. And now we have created an automated promotion based upon the hashtag. So here I am back on that feed I created. And when you click on one of these images, it's going to go to what we automatically set it to go to. So if I click on this picture, it's going to take me straight over to that contact page. There are so many amazing use cases for just about every single business. So I'll give you an example. A good friend of mine that I hired to do some woodwork here in my home, refinishing the floors, building some custom woodwork. I'm building a website for him, and he doesn't have time. He's a busy entrepreneur. He doesn't have time to be logging in, adding photos of his work and examples like that. So instead, we're using Spotlight Instagram feed to power his website. When he's on a job site and he's about to start a project, he'll take a before picture. And then when he's done with the project, he'll take an after picture. And instead of adding these to his website, all he has to do is open up his Instagram app on his phone and add the picture there, and it'll automatically get fed into his website. And when he adds the right hashtag for the type of service that he's offering, it will get set up in the right feed on the right place on his website, all automatically. And what this is going to enable him to do is build a better connection with the people that visit his website because they're getting to see his actual work. It also enables him to stay current when he's out doing what he does. He doesn't have to worry about logging into the website. And I can't think of any better credibility booster than showing pictures of your work. So he's accomplishing the 3 C's automatically. There's lots of other use cases for this. If you have an e-commerce shop and you sell product and it goes to people, why not ask them to take a picture of it, say a shirt, and put a particular hashtag, and you can create a feed on that hashtag. It will build amazing social proof for the products that you sell. If you're a book author, someone buys your book, ask them to take a picture with that book and put the hashtag in it so that you can capture that and display it on your website. Ultimate social proof right there. If you're a website designer and you are making websites for people, why not take pictures of you right next to your computer monitor like this with your camera, and the monitor has the website up and you're taking pictures. Another successful project completed. There's lots of ways that you can use this to build a better connection with the people that visit your website, as well as stay current effortlessly. Now, if you're concerned with this, will it slow down your website? You don't have to be. They have intelligent caching. So unlike simple plugins that just show the images on your personal Instagram account, this goes much further. It has an intelligent caching mechanism. So the photos are actually saved from the feed to your local website and they load up locally. What this means is you're not going to have a slowdown on your website. And if Instagram's connection starts bugging out at any particular time, you don't have to worry about it because the images are stored locally. This is far superior than all the other alternatives for displaying an Instagram feed on your website. So if you're ready to start nailing the 3 big C's of having a website, the only real 3 reasons that you would want to have a website other than relaying information, and that is building credibility, staying current, and having a better connection with the website visitors, go ahead and check out Spotlight Instagram feed today. There's a link down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.